Community Conversations. I'm Miss Community Clovia. Joining me on the show this morning is my very special guest, Mayor of the City of Richmond, L. Douglas Wilder. Good morning.
As always, good to be with you.
You know, whenever we get together and we start talking about all of these news reports, and everybody reports the news the way they want to report it. You know, whether it's hard news or soft news, or if it's good news. Right. All right, I believe in finding the truth and researching
that's why
the truth and talking about hurdling over the challenges that we have within the city of Richmond. And it's been a concern of mine, and we've been talking about it here at the station along with Rob. We receive reports daily about the city of Richmond, the budget.
Yeah.
Based on council.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at the budget, and it has all of this information of the money that's allowed it to the Richmond Police Department.
Right.
How do you clear that up when you've always told us, show by show, that, hey, they're taking money from the chief?
Every time the chief has submitted a budget, including this year, they have always cut what he's asked for. And I have had to find the additional monies. So they've hid behind the technicality that if he asks for 20 cars, say, okay, we'll give you 2. Well, that's more than he had. So did they increase from what he had by 2? Yes. Well, I'm saying if he's asked you for the 40, we got the 40 cars that he's asked for. But who had to get it? We had to do it. What they do is to hide behind the technicality. Oh, we gave more than he asked for. But did you give him what he told you he needed? And the answer is absolutely no. And if anyone has sent anything out there to say that they did meet with his budget request, they are telling an absolute untruth.
Was that clear? Ron?
The press release has said that, there was
well, you know what these people are doing now. Then what excuse will they have for saying, well, we're going to spend $200,000 additional dollars to investigate and audit what you're spending? This year. It doesn't make any sense. Penny wise and pound foolish. These are the same people who say, oh, and let the Richmond Braves, one of the guys running for mayor even says, oh, they can play at the Diamond for nothing. $1 a year. Oh, he'll act as if he didn't say that, but when the campaign heats up, he'll hear it again. Let him play it for $1. I always said these people, these giveaway people, give them the property in Matthews Heights for $1. Always give the city's properties away. I never heard anything like it. And yet, be hard on your chief of police. Make him account for every nickel and every dime. The best chief you could find any place. If they run him away, I would say to you, they haven't helped him to stay.
All right, we're going to move right along. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about in reference to our economic development here in the city of Richmond. You proposed a public marina in downtown Richmond for all citizens.
For the people.
For all citizens to enjoy. And this marina would include public restaurants, and maybe the Spirit of Norfolk would have a dock here and other...
Parkland. Kids could come down there, fish, play, and have fun. Let me give you an illustration. City Council says... no. They postponed 7 times, even passing the legislation for the acquisition of that Lehigh plant that's there, which is a tremendous eyesore on the river. Now, you know when we had, as you called it, the Spirit of Norfolk come up and others, when we had the Queen come here, we had that great celebration. You can have no more of that. If City Council's plans go through, the only people who will have access to that will be those persons who can afford to buy the condominiums and the apartments and those things and the housing.
So financial attachment to it.
Yes. Well, my thing, the monies that we would be putting up for the public marina would be a pittance. Every year they want to go someplace and look at something. Last year, oh, we need to go to Charleston. And they went to Charleston in South Carolina. Oh, what a beautiful public marina they have there. Oh, year before that, 2 years ago, let's go to Louisville. Oh, what a public, beautiful marina they have there. Then you go to Portland, Oregon. Oh, what a public marina, beautiful. Yet when we come to Richmond, we can't have it. Why not? Because as one of the council persons said, this particular council person does business for the developers. and this council person says, oh, it should be done for and by the developers, not the public. And for the bike and hike trail, all you need is a 12-foot wide thing. One way, wouldn't it be? Can you see two bikes, one going and one passing at the same time, 12 foot wide? Oh, but not even in his district. But he said, oh, but you know, we shouldn't waste money. We're not wasting any money because the public would pay for it with fares and attendance when people would go to get on the boats and ride. I saw some of the guys fishing down there the other day, and they stopped and said, is this going to end for us? I said, yep. It's going to end for you.
You talking fishing on the James?
Yes, you won't be able to fish down there. Not there. And where you see the...
You're on the 14th Street dock at Mayo?
Yeah. No, Annabelle Lee, I'm talking about on the
right.
river. No. Because that's where they would put, the developers would put up the Echo Harbor condos and all of those things. No, it was the river belonging to the people, but it won't be much longer. If the developer, if the city council has its way, they're going to take it from the people. They're going to take it from the people who want to ride the bikes and to take hikes and to walk. And they're going to give it to the developers. I encourage all of you listening, if you have any interest in it, call your council persons and tell them we didn't elect you to take our river from us. It belongs to all of us.
It's on the James, and it's a family. It's a family park, and everything about
exactly.
it is family.
It should be developed for everybody, not just for the wealthy.
Oh, that's very good. Wow. Man, I mean, you raise a good point about this because, you know, our kids need to be out in the parks, more a part of the parks, and exercising that's going on. And to have a marina where the entire city can come over, whether you live in, you know, the housing projects, you can be a part of this marina.
Whether you live in the wealthiest part of town or not, you can be a part of the river. You can see it, you can breathe it, you can live it. You know, it's amazing. All of the people who've lived here all this time have never even applied for a permit. I was the first official person to ever file for a permit for a marina in the 400-year history of this city.
Well, there you go, another first. Did it again.
And we're very close to have the Army Corps of Engineers to grant the permit. But that permit is not just for us, it would be for Henrico and the Rockets Landing people as well. And now all of a sudden, after having continued it for 7 times, the city council being led by the council person whose client is the Echo Harbor people, who obviously his firm will make money from it. If you're going to draw up all the plans for the development and supervise the construction and the building of it, whose interest does he have in mind? The public or his own? I leave it to those who are listening.
What about affordable housing?
Things that make you go,
Well, affordable housing couldn't go down there under that circumstance. Of course not. That's why the council has said no part of it can even be used for parkland.
Parkland? We won't have a park?
Can't have anything there.
You got to be joking.
Well, if you think I'm joking, read the law that they passed. And I'm going to leave it with you before I leave here.
And see, these are the very important pieces that we need to
And
share on the radio that doesn't make a news story. Because if you think about it, it's not important to talk about it on mainstream
and that is
television.
why the public never usually hears these things until after the fact. That's why we're putting it out now. That's why we put it in our visions piece. That's why we put it out in the pieces we say. And listen, we back up everything we say. And you know that. If we tell you something, it is the fact. If you don't believe it, call, write, and we'll show you.